Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. It's 5.7 fun day. You're looking at that bullet and you're thinking that looks awfully familiar, but you're wrong. This is from Vanguard Outfitters. This is their V57 Prime. This is a 35 grain pre-fragmented projectile. I think some of the pulled pictures I've seen of it kind of looks like EA's original S5 load. I had these donated by a member of AR15.com. We're going to run these across the chronograph with the 4.75 inch 5.7 barrel and the PS90 SBR. We will take a gel shot, probably with both, maybe one depending on what kind of action we see. We'll test armor. I'm sure it's going to go through based on the pointy design. We'll be at 10 feet. Pro Chrono Pal Chrono as always. We'll do the 5.7 first as always. 21, 16, 21, 82, 21, 23. And now our PS90 SBR, this has a 10.3 inch barrel. $25.83, $25.34, $25.54. Alright, downrange we have a 6x6x16 inch clear ballistics gel block. We have water jugs behind it. Calibration was 583 at 3.5 inches. We'll take a shot at 10 feet with the 5.7, see what we got here, and then maybe we'll try against body armor. I know this is going to go through. The velocity is there, the design is there, so maybe we'll try to think of something else. Velocity was 2140. I'll try to get a couple different angles on this. This mess that you see right there on the top is from me pulling some other rounds out of there. But here is our entrance right here. Looks to be about 1.5 inches of neck. And that wound channel you see right here is from the V57 Prime. You see that it's making its way off to the left there. A little damage there. And leaves the block at 16 inches. Now it's kind of hard to see, but you see that little line right next to the other wound channel followed up this way, and there is part of the bullet. And if we come over here and look right down there, there's the rest of our bullet. Now I don't know if the tip was bent like that from hitting the backstop that I have here, because it is made out of steel now, or if it was already bent like that. But we got 16 inches of penetration from the tip and the midsection of the base, and almost 16 out of that little guy right there too. Here's the left side shot. This is the wound path right here. You can see that cavity there. I hope the GoPro got it. I know it ran out of battery, so we'll take a second shot with the PS90 and see what that extra velocity is going to do. Like I said, there is the base of the bullet, and right up here is where the tip and midsection exited. Here's a bottom down shot. Kind of interesting that it looks like the tip breaks off right in here within the first 6 inches. And like I said, you can see the bullet path split. And there's our little base. Alright, now we'll take a shot from our PS90 SBR. We're running out of room on this block, but we should still get a good path. And I'm not sure at this point whether the GoPro got the 5.7 shot, so we'll take the shot anyways. Velocity was 25.54, and I see some water jugs moving. This wound track right here is from the PS90. Like the T6B, it's got a fairly long neck that's 3 inches, but there's good disruption there. And like with the 5.7, it's kind of hard to see where it starts, and without contracting AIM Research to do some high speed, he doesn't have a 5.7 yet, and you really need a clear gel block. But we've got that split again. Up here towards the 12-inch mark is the tip of the bullet, and then if you look right down there, you can see it's right there. You can see the split again, and it's angling down, and our milk jug has been penetrated. Give me a second and we'll pull what's out of there. This left side definitely gives you a better shot of what's going on. There's a disruption starting there, and almost like right there, maybe it tumbles and breaks off. Up here, boom, 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 there's the tip, and then come rewind, and right here is where it splits off and dives down. That's a good 3.5 inch split there. Bottom down shot, just so you can see that bottom tract. It's this one right here going chick, 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 chick. Kind of hard to get the camera to focus too well on this today without a lot of sun. It's deciding what it wants to do. But that should look pretty cool in high speed, at least my GoPro high speed. Here is the base and the midsection, both recovered in the first jug. Not sure when they both broke off, but cool. Alright, for our final test, I have some Armorware level 3A soft panel in front of our ballistics gel block down there. We'll take one shot out of the 5.7 and see what happens. I'm pretty sure it's going to go through, mainly based on design. I tried to think of another barrier that we could test while we were down here, but I forgot to bring my sheet metal test subject, and I really want to try to stay consistent with my tests. So if I test sheet metal, I really want to do the 18 inches like we did with the T6B. That way we can remain as fair as possible, even though again these are backyard demonstrations. You can't really control all the variables, so we'll just do the vest shot like we did with the T6B. Velocity was 21.89. Panel, what do you guys think? Yeah, went through. A little close to the edge there, but I have no doubt that it was going to go through. Here was our entrance. Here's our wound path at the top here. You can see the Kevlar. You can see something slid its way out of there. Good cavity, still extending, settles down, picks up, settles down again right to around the 12.25 inch mark. You can see we're missing the tip again. The base and the middle section are there. They're bent. Good to know, even after level 3A penetrates 12 inches. Probably not going to give you too many different angles on the wound track here, because like I said, we're mixing a lot of different shots in on this block and it's getting really hard to see. Alright, you guys pulled my arm. I got one more test. If you remember a while back when I was testing the EA's T6 when it first came out in all copper, I stacked a bunch of level 3A panels to see how far it would go through. So I have two armor wear, level 3A panels in front of our gel block down there, and we'll take a shot out of the 5.7 and see if it can go through both of them. Velocity was 2175. Here was our second shot, first panel. Went right through. Here's our second panel. What do you guys think? Went right through. We lost that tip again within the first couple of inches. You can see it poke out through there, and it gets really hard to discern a path here. Here was the shot right there. Look at that angle going on there. Woof, shoots that tip right out of there. Goes in there. We're starting to cross other rounds, but right down here is our recovered round. Almost 16 inches of penetration there. Settles down after the 7-inch mark though. That must be some soft copper for that tip to break off like that. Well, there you all have it. Pretty impressive results out of this round. Again, here was the 5.7 bear, here was the PS90 bear, here was the level 3A single panel, and here was the level 3A double panel. I really like how this round actually fragments into multiple pieces like it was originally designed. I have a feeling it's because they're using a softer copper, so it tends to more easily disrupt and break apart. Again, these lot sizes for testing are small. This group right here is the PS90 brass. This brass over here is the 5.7. Didn't have any pop primers. Shoulder movement looks within what I've seen before, nothing excessive. This one right here in the middle is an American Eagle TMJ. I would definitely consider this a top pick in a 5.7 round. I have some of their newer Black Fang model coming soon. I think they designed the bullet a little different on that one, so we'll definitely have to run that through its paces as well. I have another one I'll have to work on getting around to test it as well. I only have like 4 of them, so the testing is going to be really limited on that. This particular lot of ammunition was donated by a member of AR15.com, so definitely a big thanks to him for providing us with this ammunition to test. As always, thanks again for watching, everybody. Until next time, take it easy.